Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Braden Timmons, and today we are going to be breaking down the official Halloween Kills teaser that was just released this past week on October 29th at Blumfest of 2020, the first annual Blumfest, and we got treated with a brand new Halloween Kills teaser. The first one came out back in July when they announced that the film was going to be pushed back to 2021, October of 2021 to be exact, due to COVID, and this past week we ended up getting a brand new teaser, which showed us a little bit more about the film. Today we're going to be breaking it down. This is something that I have pretty much watched like over 200 times since it's come out, since it's a little late at night. I have my glasses on so I can see while I'm doing this, because if I don't have my contacts or glasses on, I'm pretty much blind. So with that being said, let's get started with this breakdown. The trailer is about 36 seconds, but it is a really solid 36 seconds, guys. This is not what I was anticipating when it came down to a teaser trailer, but let's jump right into it. So the first shot that we see in this trailer is of a jack-o'-lantern, and I really like that, because it's like there's just something about the Halloween movie jack-o'-lanterns that just really give you the creeps, because they've got smiles on their faces when the movie is supposed to be dark and just really brutal and violent and everything like that. So there's just something unsettling about that. And then of course we hear Laurie Strode's voice saying next Halloween when she says her entire thing. I don't know it off the top of my head, even though I have watched it several times. I probably should know it, but I don't. All I know is that her last line is "he kills." She says something along the lines of next Halloween when you're alone, or when people are alone, and whatever. But the last line is "he kills." Now, the one thing that a lot of people are asking is if that's going to be dialogue within the movie. No, that is just simply promotional material. That's probably something that they asked Jamie Lee Curtis to do just for this promo, and of course she was going to be happy to do so because they're promoting this movie now. Anyway, the shot after the jack-o'-lantern, we see a shot that I really also like. I think that this shot is great. It is of the dark, shady streets of Haddonfield. Very unsettling. You can see the fog just surrounding the area, that street light, the beam of the street light that is just shining in the street, and they even have a backlight on the end of the road to just really give it that very creepy fall vibe on Halloween night. I really do like this shot. I think that this is great, and I cannot tell. It looks like that these cars are more modern. It doesn't look like that this is going to be a shot from the 1978 world, but we'll get there, don't worry. So then we get some more houses. Again, I'm not sure whether or not this is going to be in the 1978 world or if this is actually within the 2018 world. But this is the first like 4 shots is pretty much establishing shots. Okay, so here is where people are like starting to go crazy, because the camera pans down from a house onto the middle of the road where Michael Myers' mask is laying, and then we get a shot of him walking what could be, I think, through the woods. That might be him walking through the woods, and then you see the leaves and stuff like that on the ground, and then we get a shot of Michael picking up his mask from the road. What is his mask doing in the road? That is a question that I have. It's a question that I've seen literally going around the internet. There are some people saying it's a mask that might be a mask that people are trying to use as like a trap or something like that for the shape, or maybe he lost it during a mob something. Maybe something happened with a mob and Myers now has to retrieve his mask. But this is something that is very interesting to me, and I'm very curious to see what the heck this means. So now we start heading into the meat of the trailer, guys. Michael Myers swings something. Now, I can't necessarily see what it is. That might be a knife. It might be a hammer, but all I know is whoever just got hit in the head got freaking effed up, because Jesus, that is a lot of blood coming off of this person. And I really like the way that Michael Myers looks in this trailer as well. We get the burnt mask, we get the crispy mask that a lot of fans wanted to see, myself included. That was one of my biggest complaints, I should say, last year during the first official look of it during Halloween of 2019, is that there didn't seem to be an issue with the Michael Myers mask. But I feel like because he is coming out of a fire, the mask being latex should have melted a little bit, and I like that it looks like it's going to be burnt throughout the course of this movie. Very excited to see that. Either way, guys, this man or woman, whoever the heck this is, got messed up. Like, look at that freaking blood, man. Oh, I love it. I cannot wait to see this. Then we get a shot of Lori, who is clearly, it looks like she's in the hospital, and Tommy Doyle, that might even be Tommy behind her. I don't think that's Tommy. No, that definitely is not Tommy. I'm like looking at it. I was thinking that could maybe be Anthony Michael Hall, but I don't think it is. I just think that'd be a long shot. It looks like that she's within the hospital right now, but she does not look like she did in Halloween 2018. She doesn't have any blood on her or anything like that. It looks like that this could be later on in the movie. Okay, this shot right here of Lindsay running away from Michael Myers is, I think, going to be after Myers attacks her over by the car. She might have gotten away, and now Myers is starting to chase her. Because remember, guys, back in October of 2019, we got that first look. Myers is actually pinning someone against a car. It's like a truck. And this truck looks very much like it could be that exact vehicle. Like Myers like pins her up against it. Maybe she puts up a little bit of a fight, and then she ends up getting away, and then she takes off onto the grassy area, and then Myers starts chasing her. But I do really like this shot. She is really freaking booking it, man. And Myers is right behind her, and he is coming after her. I cannot wait to see Kyle Richards come back as Lindsay Wallace in Halloween Kills. Like, this just gets me really, really excited taking a look at it. And then we get the throwback, guys, with Nurse Marion Chambers. We get the throwback of the hand coming down on the car. This is a really, really awesome Easter egg. And I remember, again, guys, a lot of this was like shown back last Halloween as well, when they were showing the first official look at what they had been working on. We saw the hand like coming down, but now we actually get to see the hand come down and the glass break. Very awesome Easter egg to the first film, very much like Nurse Marion dealt with back in 1978. And then we see Allison. She's in the hospital here. She's walking through some of the double doors. It looks like that she had just found out some devastating news. Perhaps the fact that her friends have been killed by Michael Myers, and maybe she's going to be contemplating what her next move is going to be and what she believes the next move is going to be, because Allison is going to have a major part in Halloween Kills. That has been confirmed by David Gordon Green and Dana McBride, and I've seen a lot of other YouTubers talking about it as well. She is going to be an integral part to these next couple of movies. And then we see Karen. Karen is still in her Christmas sweater. She's got to take that thing off. And I mean, I know it takes place in the same night, so you have to have the exact same clothes or resemble the same clothes that you were in literally maybe minutes before. But I hope that she takes that off at some point during the movie. Come on, Karen. Find some new wardrobe. Okay, next up, we get another shot of Lindsay Wallace. She turns her flashlight. It looks like that this might be at the park. Again, guys, this I feel like was a shot that was from the official first look that we got in 2019 of her like turning her flashlight at the park. It looks like that this shot is exactly that. Then we get someone cocking a gun. Now, I think that this is adult Lonnie Lamb. I think that that's exactly who this is. Very interesting. It looks like he is locked and loaded and ready to go, because right after this shot, we get a shot of the Shape. I thought that the next shot of this was going to be young Lonnie Lamb. We get a very small snippet of him running in the streets from 1978. We get a very small look at that 1978 world. But of him cocking the gun back, that looks very much like it could be him. It looked like he had the thick white beard, and he's cocking that gun back, and he is ready to freaking face off against Michael Myers. Very curious to see what they're going to do with him. But this shot of Michael Myers right here, man, is my absolute favorite. I think that the blue lighting is not perfect, but I like that they're actually going for the blue look within this film. One of the biggest complaints with Halloween 2018 by far was that there was no blue lighting. Like, they lacked that a ton. And I think that what they're going to do now is they learned a lot from what they did with Halloween 2018, and they're going to better it with Halloween Kills. And this shot very much resembles that, because it looks like that it looks more turquoise. It looks like that maybe he is like around a pool or something like that. I just feel like that they need to tone that down a little bit, and I feel like that this could be really awesome. But I really do love this shot of Michael Myers. I love that shot of the mask. I love how the mask looks, and I'm just loving this all around, guys. Let's see what's next. Then we get Lori. She is screaming Michael in the middle of it looks like in the middle of the hospital. So maybe some shit is going on, or maybe it looks like that they could actually be looking at a TV. That's the only way I feel like that she would be screaming Michael right now, is if they're all inside the hospital looking at a TV or something. Then we get Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle is by far my most anticipated character in Halloween Kills. He is the one that started with the saying, "You can't kill the boogeyman," and here he is as an adult 40 years later trying to kill the boogeyman. He is trying to face off against Michael Myers, the boogeyman that actually haunted him probably for years after he encountered him on Halloween night in 1978, because he's the one that started it, guys. He's the one that was telling Laurie that he sees the boogeyman outside. Laurie said there's nobody outside. Lindsay believed him, and now he's getting ready to face off against Michael Myers. I am freaking hyped to see Anthony Michael Hall as Tommy Doyle. By far my most anticipated returning character from Halloween 1978 in this movie. And then we get freaking Michael Myers reaching his hand through glass, pulling this old man towards the wall. Really curious to see how that is going to play out, because you know that man's going to die. You know that he is toast. Michael just got his freaking hands on him. Curious to see how that's going to go. And then we get an older woman screaming. This looks like that this might be Julian's grandmother. I thought that it was a nurse at first. A lot of the times I watched this trailer, I thought that it was a nurse, but now looking at it, this might maybe be Julian's grandmother, maybe even Julian's mom. Who the heck knows, guys, because we all know, and it's been confirmed, that the sexy nurse is not Julian's mom. But we did get a shot and a glimpse of that during the first look back in Halloween of 2019. So I'm really curious to see who this woman is. There is young Lonnie Lamb running in 1978. So young Lonnie Lamb, it looks like that he's looking behind him. He has a little trick-or-treat pumpkin. I'm curious to see, where this is going to take place within 1978, because obviously they're playing within the 1978 world. That's been confirmed now for a long time, and again, guys, I know I'm saying I'm curious about a lot of things, but I genuinely am. I am excited to see where they're going to take this, because I really don't want them to ruin the original movie. Halloween, in my opinion, is a damn near perfect horror film. There are some elements that, I can find wrong with it that I will talk about when I review the entire series leading up to Halloween Kills in 2021, but for the most part, guys, Halloween is a perfect horror film. Obviously, you guys know I talk about it a lot here on this channel, and I'm a big Michael Myers fanatic, but no film is perfect. There's always going to be something that you find that could be wrong with it, and I'm not saying that it's anything big either. There's just a few small things, and that's why I'm really curious to see where David Gordon Green and Danny McBride saw where this could potentially fit in on that night in 1978. And then we get our first look at the hospital mob. We get a first look at what appears to be a mob around an ambulance, and it looks like a freaking riot, man. It literally looks like something that you would see in 2020, like outside. It's absolutely freaking crazy. And this movie had a working title of Mob Rule, so obviously there's going to be mobs in this movie, guys. It's pretty much the entire town of Haddonfield versus Michael Myers, so oh, gosh, I freaking cannot wait to see that. And then we get Allison screaming. It looks like that she's inside a house, and it looks like that she's also taken some damage. She's got a cut on her head, and she's still dressed in her Halloween costume from the Halloween dance. But I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, this is her screaming and reacting to maybe Michael getting a hold of her mom, or of somebody that's obviously of importance to her, because she looks like she's really, really screaming, and she's very terrified right here. Not only because is she going to have to face off against Michael Myers, but I do think that Karen is going to be the one to bite the bullet in the movie, guys. There has to be at least one of the integral characters to bite the bullet in this movie in order for us to really give a shit about what Laurie Strode's going to have to do in Halloween Ends in order to, end the franchise. I cannot wait to see what they do with this one and with Halloween Ends, but I do think that this is Allison reacting to somebody very important dying. And then boom, Halloween Kills. And that's it, guys. That is the entire breakdown. That's everything that I've seen. I've been trying to, pause it and put some stuff together. I didn't actually realize that Lindsay shot that Michael Myers was the one that was behind her, like starting to walk after her, because she is booking it, man. And I caught on to that for this video, but watching all of this, several hundred times I've probably seen it already. It took a little while for me to catch on actually who that was. I thought that was Allison, but it's Lindsay, and she's running away from Michael Myers. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in this little teaser, guys. And I'm actually cool if they just want to keep this as the official teaser and not release anything else. Never going to happen because they actually have to market the film. We're probably going to get the official trailer, I'm going to guess around maybe early June, because Jason Blum has said that Halloween Kills is coming out next year regardless of whether there's a vaccine or a no vaccine. They're going to have to start their marketing probably in June. So that's going to be my guess. But with all that being said, guys, post your guys' comments down below. Let me know, what do you guys think of the official teaser that we got of Halloween Kills? And thank you guys so much for tuning in to another Michael Myers Monday. I'm having an absolute blast talking about Myers videos every single week with you guys. Stay tuned for next week, where we will finally pick up the film we almost got, part 2 for Halloween 4. And I got the book Taking Shape 2 that I'm actually also going to be reading a little bit on to get some information on that as well. So be sure to leave your guys' comments in the comment section. I'd absolutely love to read them. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join me on my journey to 5,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video.